Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pro Wrestling World Talks with Dan and Mac.
You know, every so often I come on to this program tonight, and I thought to myself, because there's so much that I wanted to talk about, so much that I wanted to discuss. And the big thing that I was going to start with was talk about frauds, talk about fraudulent behavior, talk about things that appear to be this giant that is unstoppable, or an organization that had a clear path to be able to reach the highest of heights. They had no obstacles up against them. And they still find a way to shit the bed in the end. I'm not talking about WWE, I'm talking about the Buffalo Bills. But also, I could be talking about WWE because if you watched Unreal this week on Netflix, you'll completely see ineptitude, frauds, and absolutely horrendous decision-making. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PWW Talks. I am your host, Dan Burke, and my co-host and best friend for over 20 years, Mac. Thank you for coming on to another program when we get to kind of look at the negativity that this organization has kind of brought out of us, so to speak.
It's tough. If anybody remembers the commercial where Paul Heyman was basically saying, I don't like Unreal. I don't like ripping that layer off of the business. And that is kind of how I feel. I'm okay with it in certain doses, a couple of years later, maybe, a couple of months later, maybe, which I understand is what this is. But if you think about it, they know what they're recording when they're recording it, first of all. Second of all, I feel like it paints the business sometimes in a very ugly way. And it paints some of the people in charge, which, I pulled a picture, just for sake of argument here, of one of the more infamous episodes or instances that happen in an episode, I guess, where Road Dogg is talking about different storylines, and he's asked a question by Triple H, and he says, yeah, I don't know. And granted, yes, I'm paraphrasing, sorry, but that is effectively what he said, and I wanted to lose my mind. I think that is the most egregious thing to be in charge of a product, or, SmackDown is a product, let's be real. So is Raw, WWE as a whole, PLEs, whatever. To sit there and say you don't know what the plan is for Chelsea Green in the instance of what we're talking about here, that royally pissed me off.
Than to say that her job was to get other talents over.
Well, I think that was Michael Hayes who said that, but yeah.
Yes, but that
it's ugly. It's an ugly statement.
That's what creative sees her as, where she has done nothing but turned chicken salad from chicken shit, which is what they have pretty much served her. The problem that I have is the fact that the same guys that were there in 96 are the guys that are still hangers on. Michael Hayes was making decisions in the 80s, right? I mean, you'd think that after 40 years, maybe it's time, hey, Bruce Pritchard, I'm willing to give a little bit of a leeway to, because I like Bruce. I like the podcast. I still think he is somewhat capable of making creative decisions. He kind of gets lampooned a little bit too hard, or a little harder than I think people kind of need to give him. Because I always felt like he was more of the person that would push back with Vince than a lot of the other people that had kind of around his inner circle. And then, of course, you have Triple H, but Road Dogg has absolutely no business near creative at all. He showed that in this show and showed his more. He seems like someone, like a toddler, that if he just doesn't want to, if it's not in his wheelhouse, or it's not his idea, he doesn't even want to discuss it.
I'm just going to cut in here and just kind of make the similar point, but maybe a little bit differently here, where he is a best friend / Nepo hire. I hate to say that, but that's exactly what it is, and this show proved it to me.
He's part of that Armstrong family, which, had a tremendous legacy, but still at the same time, that legacy was like, let's face it, it was in fucking Georgia and a few other states. Bullet Bob Armstrong was not known at a national level. He was in the kind of territorial system, and then he was in Smoky Mountain. But by the time he was in a national promotion or making appearances, he was already an old man. I understand about Brad, of how great of a worker he was, but he had the personality of a fucking dead moth. Couldn't get himself over on that perspective. Brian got lucky. Brian was there at the right time. He had a good rep. He caught fire with one of the best factions in the history of the company, and also one of the best tag teams in the history of the company. Because when you're working with Billy Gunn, it's like, all you really have to do is sell.
Yeah, you don't have to do a lot.
Tag.
Yeah.
Here comes Billy, famous, sir. You're going home. You're cashing your check. Yeah, he's great at the promos. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff that I sat there. I was just like, hey, yeah, that's good. But
well, listen. So to that point, right? I agree about the promos. He wasn't awful in the ring. He wasn't. No, he was a mid-card champion a couple times. It wasn't awful. It's just there was never that big next step for him. And listen, that's fine. A lot of talent don't have it anyways. But and again, like I don't want to make this a hate piece on Road Dogg. I love Road Dogg. I think he's a decent guy from everything I've seen and read about him over the years. Obviously, not cumulative right now. And he seems like a very nice person. He's had his demons, and I feel like a lot of people have. But like this, I feel like is not the role for him.
I wasn't even going to put that in the conversation.
But I think it's fair to say when like
it's fair to
we
say,
talk about all the negative.
Like,
I'm trying to give some positive.
Yeah.
Too.
Because I wasn't trying to give him the negative. I wasn't going to throw that negative aspect out of that, because if people want to understand that if people want to look that up, fine. I mean, but like, I don't hold that against him in any sense of way. So I wasn't going to try to throw that and be like, oh, it's because of the demons. No,
I'm just calling attention to the fact that he's had them. I'm not saying anything else about him. That's it.
But the thing about it is, in today's society and today's culture, they would think that would be part of my attack on him or my critique, that that I would throw that out there. Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't even have anything to do with it.
That's exactly why I'm saying it though, Dan. Like,
no, I understand.
I feel like anytime we talk about some of these things, it's like, oh, you're saying too much positive about him. And then somebody else is going to say, oh, you're talking too much negative about him. It's just like, no, I'm admitting the fact that I think he's a nice person from everything I've read. He's had his issues over the years. I don't think that detracts anything from him as a person. I do think, however, looking at his in-ring work, it was okay. It's serviceable. It did what he needed it to do in those moments. He was a good promo. But when you take all of that to the side, he's not a booker. He's not the type of guy that just, I don't want to put him in the same kind of conversation as Dusty Rhodes, but Dusty was a great in-ring worker, promo and in the ring, and he was also a great booker. That's not Road Dogg. It's just not.
I think that I think the upsetting thing about this is why I'm kind of more irritated about this is just because of the fact of it's like I've been applying to these fucking people since 2003. I was sending in tapes, sending in VHS tapes, sending in DVDs, sending video, like it. I have done nothing but tried to knock on their door, at least to be in that perspective, and to be in that. And it's not because either. It's just like, I wanted to put myself over or anything like that. Never wanted to be an on-air talent. It was more or less just being able to be there because I sure as fuck knows that in 2026, I could put Michael Hayes and BG James to bed. No fucking problem. And it's upsetting the fact that I know in my hardest of hearts, and I'm sure that there's a good portion of the public that would sit out there and they're just like, would say that you have the credentials. Wasn't trying to be Triple H there. It's just that's how it came out, folks.
It's just how it came out, yeah.
The fact is that have a degree in journalism. I'm doing this, ain't I? It's obvious that I have to have some bit of charisma and talent and also perspective to be in the spot that I'm in, to be here, to be able to write. All you people that are going to comment and be like, oh, he's just some on-air quarterback or just some armchair quarterback or whatever. Fact is, I know what I'm doing. Know what the fuck I'm talking about. Know what I'm writing about. And when I see guys getting paid an exorbitant amount of money, and I know I can do a better job than they are for probably half that. And I wouldn't come off as, I don't care, no one cares. Because every single word that I would write or every segment that I would be producing, I would make sure it's top notch. Not some guy that's living off credentials from 25 years ago. Or in Michael Hayes' case, 40.
I think that when it comes down to it, it's hard because you look at some of the long-term storytelling they had, Triple H's first year especially, but say up till when Roman lost the belt, it made sense. And now this 2-month booking plan or whatever they're doing now, or some cases no booking, hasn't been great. I don't think that extends to just one show, though. I think it's all the shows. I do. The exception maybe being NXT, because NXT can kind of get away with it. And NXT has TNA to fall back on, and TNA has NXT to fall back on. So, that's also a benefit for those two shows. But Raw and SmackDown objectively have not been great. I haven't even watched SmackDown. I just read about it. I have to kind of go back and maybe watch some as we're going to get snowed in this weekend in the Northeast and across most of the country, actually. But
40 states are going to be in the midst of
Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon.
Yep. It's crazy. But again, maybe I'll watch it, maybe I won't. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. Like I watch Raw as that one show that we kind of talked about for the last couple of weeks of like, what are you watching?
Watch Balor and Punk, which was excellent.
It was very good. I agree.
The same thing can go for the 3 stages with Drew and Cody. So they have had some very good. The television has been they're somewhat trying to improve things, right? It's like they had a great main event on Monday. It was a really great main event, like one of the best, probably. I think the problem with the January matches is that it's going to be forgotten about by like March.
So we can talk about that because I feel like we should talk about this weekend, the Saturday night main event. But not just.
I forgot that's even taking place.
Yep. I got it queued up. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But my point is, in kind of saying this, it's like you have this the week before the Royal Rumble, number one. Mm-hmm. And number two, your build to the Rumble so far has sucked. Like, royally. It's been the no build of the Royal Rumble, actually, I feel like. It's, what do we know, like 5 competitors between 2 matches?
I mean, that's the thing. It's like because... Do I want there to be a build? Yeah, but at the same time, it's worked in their favor where there's been no build at all. Like where you're going into the thing.
I don't disagree.
Because you really don't need to build it. It's the fucking Rumble.
I don't disagree, but we only know 3-5 people in between the 2 matches. It's just...
But...
You got to give us somebody to get excited about. Hold on. You got to give us somebody to get excited about.
Right.
Plus the surprise entrance. It should be a little bit of both.
But it shouldn't also be just, who's going to be there, really? Like, it's just, you should know. You know the people that are really at the top of the card. The ones that, that haven't been the champion.
I don't want the people at the top of the fucking card. That's the problem. As soon as Cody came out as the first one to enter the Rumble, it was like that golf clap gif. It's just like, I don't care. Then when Rhea and Io Sky did it on Monday, I was like, great, I don't care. Give me somebody out of left field who I should be excited about.
The heavy favorite, the betting favorite right now is Roman Reigns is going to win the men's one. The women's one, I haven't heard anything. It's really too close to call right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of like the NFC Championship game. It's really too close to call.
It is, and it's almost like I almost get more excited about Elimination Chamber at this point because it's like it's 6 people. It's more high stakes because maybe there's that off chance they'll get in the main event too, and it's just.
Well, you wonder too. Will there be a world championship? Well, I mean, the men's champion, the men's match was one of the better matches of the year, and then of course the finish of the ending was overblown as far as like their reaction to it of like, oh, it's the greatest heel turn in the history of the company. Yeah, okay.
Except it wasn't, but yeah.
Considering it's just the only reason it drew money was because it's a farewell tour. They'll say it drew money. Well, technically it did, but it wasn't because of the heel turn. It was just in spite of the heel turn. Like it wasn't like Austin when he turned heel and just people were just like, yeah, I'm going to stop watching. That wasn't that. If they stopped watching, it was because creative sucked. It wasn't because of Cena turned heel. People would have kept watching, and the momentum probably would have kept going had creative been better.
So, before I move on, I do kind of want to, in the same vein, obviously, of talking about Unreal. I saw a very strong reaction to Triple H talking down to LA Knight after he missed a spot. And that really pissed me off.
Very Vince-ish.
You don't need to, he missed the spot. It is what it is. You don't need to dress him down and frustrate him further. Like, he missed a spot. He feels bad enough. Like, move on.
And then, too, it's just like, what do you got against this fucking guy? He's moving merch. Like, he's over as fuck. And yeah, I understand the crew. It's like he's just a mashup between Rock and fucking Stone Cold. Who gives a shit?
Who cares? If he's putting butts in the seat and people want to watch him, who cares?
It's like, who cares? Like, I understand. It's like you got a hard on for fucking Braun Breaker. Fine. Why? I don't know. Why? I fucking don't know. All I know is that every fucking time Trick Williams has been out there, though,
Yep.
they've been chanting, whoop that trick. Like I fucking told you.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Obafemi, when he got called up, fucking fans were going over on that too. Like I fucking said it.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about Trick in a little bit because he does have a match Saturday Night Main Event, ironically enough. But Saturday Night Main Event will be on this coming Saturday, the 24th, apparently from Montreal, which, okay, makes me a little nervous. Not for nothing.
Oh no.
Not for nothing. But yeah, there's only 3 matches so far. There's only 3 matches so far. Actually, 2 are women matches. So I hope that means that the men's main event, or what probably will be the main event, will go a long way. But the first match we'll talk about is for the Women's World Tag Team Championships. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky against Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez of the Judgment Day.
Liv Perez.
Yes. Because I was thinking Riho. I was thinking Riho. And then it just got in my brain of Rhea Sky. So
Riho.
Like my brain incorrectly auto-translated that one.
Well, actually, no, it's Riho. Jim Cornette. Yeah, I mean, this is
Ladies and gentlemen,
I mean,
we got him.
this is 412s. I mean, so from that perspective, it's, I mean, this is arguably like 4 of the top 10 women's wrestlers in the world.
Oh, 100%.
Like this is this is as big time as you could possibly get. Did you see?
I feel like they're dropping the belts.
They probably are, which is fine.
Because they're going to be in the Rumble, and who knows what the hell's
They're going to be in the
happen there.
Rumble, and I just think you got. I mean, Liv and Raquel. I just feel like that's just like it's a match made in heaven.
That's Manifest Destiny.
It's just like it's destiny. Just give them the belts.
Yeah.
Like just do it. Let's just do it. And so, and you know, Rhea and Io. Who knows what their WrestleMania season is going to look like for both of them.
That's the thing. That's 100% the thing. And maybe they have a grudge match at WrestleMania. You got 2-3 months to build it. Why not? I would be okay with that.
Well, the question is, too, is that who's Jade Cargill going to be facing? Who is...
well,
who's
all that and more we'll talk about next week because we got the Rumble preview next week anyway.
Yes.
So, but it just makes sense.
Should be fun, right? Afternoon Rumble, though, that's nice.
That is nice, but
it also depends on who wins on Sunday, too, for us in our moods. Because, you know, if we're going back to the Super Bowl, a lot of things are going to be better next week to be on this program. It's just going to be like, oh, my God. Like, this is the love it. Go local sports team. Yeah. Love this. Woohoo!
I had that shit ready to go because I knew it was going to come up in conversation somehow. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, I guess there are only one's female match. I guess I counted Cody Rhodes as female because Cody Rhodes will face off against Jacob Fatu also on Saturday Night Main Event on the 24th.
Hot damn. That'll be good.
I think Jacob has to go over.
Jacob has to win. You're right.
Whatever's going on, I don't care, but Jacob has to go over.
Are we turning on Cody Rhodes?
No.
Is it, are we doing this thing?
No.
Cody Rhodes?
No, Jacob has to go over.
I understand.
I feel that Jacob Fatu, you need
to get him back on track.
So hold on. That too, but it's also when we talked about LA Knight, it's the same thing as Jacob Fatu. You have to strike while the iron is hot,
Yes.
right? I said the same thing about Sami Zayn a couple years ago. You didn't do it. Fine, whatever. I don't really care. You're doing it now with Drew McIntyre. I love it. But with Jacob Fatu and LA Knight, you got to strike while the iron's hot. You can't wait anymore. And especially when you already brought up Trick Williams and Obafemi, you need to strike while the iron's hot.
Do you think Drew McIntyre is going to go into WrestleMania as champion?
That's tough. I think there is a distinct possibility, and let me tell you why. Because you can have Roman win the Rumble or Chamber, it doesn't really matter which,
Yes.
and face Drew McIntyre as the big baby face. And do a complete role reversal of their entire feud where everybody was helping Roman win, and that's what happened, and how they screwed Drew over. And you could really push that through. And I know they've done it in the past, but they never pushed it hard enough, I felt like. That doesn't mean you can't do something with Roman on Raw, but it just makes a lot more sense to do it on SmackDown if you keep Drew as champion.
Plus, two, there'll be a draft probably after Mania, so they might switch the titles at this point. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Which could keep Roman. If you make him the WWE champion again, you could put him back on Raw as the champion, and then move whoever is the World Heavyweight Champion over to SmackDown.
Yep,
Which
true.
Do you think CM Punk walks into WrestleMania as world champion?
Do I think who does? I'm sorry.
CM Punk.
It's so tough to say. I feel like he might. Because I don't know
Unless they get
credible.
Steve Austin.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. And I know that's the rumor going around too, but I don't know.
Even if Austin is next year, though, like Austin is definitely on the table for next year. Because of the Saudi factor, of course.
Sure.
But that is which again also adds to the intrigue of the Rumble, which people also need to factor in, is because of the fact there is the Saudi factor. So you're going to be able to throw a lot more money out there for surprises.
I would not be surprised if they get another PLE outside of the Rumble and WrestleMania next year. I mean, I feel like they'll get something else in between. It's just the fans will eat it up. They'll pay whatever prices WWE wants, and plus, not for nothing, I know there's that certain set of the fan base that boycott it every time because it's Saudi Arabia, but not for nothing, for the people that don't care as much about that stuff, they love an afternoon show.
You can go to the ticket. You see the ticket prices for the Saudi Arabia to go to the Royal Rumble. Actually, it's amazing. Like the prices are actually like they're for you to go for a U.S. citizen. Anyways, it is reasonably priced. A lot cheaper than what you're actually pay for the United States.
Yeah, by the time you pay for everything else, though, not so much.
Well,
but hey, to your point, though, listen, to your point, hey, they're doing WrestleMania there next year. Maybe the prices will be somewhat decent.
Right?
People can go on vacation.
What a travel package that would be.
Oh, God, yeah, seriously. But, yeah, with this, I'm not turning on Cody per se. He needs to refresh.
If they have Radio Row next year in Saudi Arabia, they're just like, oh, do you guys want to come out? It's like, yeah, why not? Sure, we'll be there.
Twist my arm. Twist my arm. No, never. Twist my arm. You pay for my vacation too? Shit.
Sure, I'm there.
Yeah. Gonna pay me to go to Radio Row in Saudi Arabia to work?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Twist my arm. Jeez.
Go ahead.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is I'm not turning on Cody per se. He needs a little bit of a refresh. He needs a little bit away from the title scene. He doesn't need to carry the company. There are plenty of other people that can do that. And I want these other talents to get that chance. It's the same as I've been saying for LA Knight. It's the same that I just said for Jacob Fatu. But I also think that if you want to get Jacob on track for a potential run in the future, he needs to win this match.
I agree. It's just you need to be able to get him going. Actually, you know what? I completely forgot this is happening Saturday. Which coming into this, you're just like, oh, remember it's the Saturday's main event. Now that I'm hearing about it, I'm like, wow, this is perfect. I can watch this tomorrow, like getting prepared because tomorrow, especially here in the Northeast, it is especially at like 6 a.m. It is supposedly going to be -20 wind chill.
Oh, jeez. Thanks. I got stuff tomorrow too, so thanks for telling me that now. I'll bundle myself up. Thank you. I'm actually dead serious. Thank you, because I did not realize it was supposed to be -20.
No, it is going to be -20 tonight. We did most of our stuff today.
All right, yeah, I did it
I'm
yesterday.
just like, I'm not leaving the house because we are having food delivered tomorrow though, so that'll be fun in the morning. And that won't be so bad. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's about -17 on my end. It says -13, -17 wind chill.
So, of course, this week on Wednesday, we ended up, I woke up to, it was supposed to be a dusting, right? And I woke up to 4 inches of snow outside on the ground. So I'm out there at 5:30 in the morning, shoveling my driveway and all that stuff. So I got a text from my mom at about 7:30. They're just like, "Oh, just do the porches, and Dad's gonna come over with the snowboard." I'm like, "No, it's done. Don't worry about it. It's all done." And so I had to tell him about this concrete thing that we have at the building, and it's just these side stairs that have just been chipping all the time. And so this morning he decides to do some concrete work on it, which I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, how is this going to settle? Number one, we're also getting like precipitation and all this stuff. That's internally what I'm thinking. So this morning I have therapy and then I got to go to work. So I leave the house, lock it up, forgot my wallet. So I have to go back into the house. My key gets stuck in the door. Right. And it's just spinning and spinning and spinning. And I know he's here, so I go over and I see him. So, and then he just looks at me, just like, well, how long has the door been acting up? And I just look at him and says, fucking 30 seconds ago. Fucking 30 seconds ago.
I hate when people do that. And nothing against your dad. I hate that.
It's just like, it's literally like, and I know it's because of the fact it's the nature of the business, right?
Right.
I get it. I'm just like, he's heard that for 30 something years of his life. And I get that. I give it. But just when he instantly said that, the rage came out of me. I'm just like, you don't think I would have told you if this is a fucking problem like a month ago? Like 2 days ago? No, it's happening now. Now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know landlords that wouldn't even fix a door problem in the first place.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I just, oh, God.
He took the thing apart. He goes home with it, and then he just fixes the lock somehow. It's just like, he's just like, yeah, I've never seen this happen before. I'm just like, well, it's happening to me today because this is my fucking week.
Yep. Yep.
I'm like, and then it's just, and part of it has just become, and people like, they think that, and of course, I'll put this out there and people are going to bitch and they're just going to be like, you take it too seriously. And you're fucking right, I do. You're fucking right, I do. I do take this shit seriously. For 35 fucking years, this has been one of the loves of my life.
But
not the love.
Haven't we?
Because the love is in the other room, sitting right next to me, right in the other room. That's the love.
But haven't we earned that, though?
This has been one of the love of my life.
Right. But what I'm saying is, again, haven't we earned that right, though? Like,
yes.
we fucking podcast about it. Yes, I feel like it's our right to kind of discuss it and explain when we have gripes and give them their due when they do something good. It's just it's been hard lately.
No, according to Triple H, though, we can't be critics. It's just like be fans, and it's just like, you know what? Fuck you.
I would love to, but put out a fucking product then that I enjoy watching every single time I watch it. Don't put out a product that is like 30 seconds of Chelsea Green and then the Road Dogg, who is supposedly one of the bookers for your shows, saying I don't know what to do with her. Like it's just come on. Like I can't, like, here's the thing. If it was just the shows themselves, just Raw, just SmackDown, just NXT, and a monthly show, I would still probably gripe a little bit. But then when you put that stuff out there with Unreal, with all the podcasts and stuff, and everything, every other media source, basically, that you do a show about, whether it be any of the ones I mentioned or anything else that I'm not mentioning, and you put it out there in that light, I feel like I have a little bit of a right as a quote-unquote journalist to talk about that. I'm not going to fluff his balls every single time like some other content creators do. I'm just not going to do that. I like what I like, but I'm also going to discuss when you're doing something bad. And right now, you're not good.
I don't have an agenda. You don't have an agenda either. We're not sitting here and I'm not trying to be team bias and whatnot, which people say, because last year I gave a shit ton of credit to AEW.
Yeah.
I agreed with the majority of the awards they got. I thought Hangman Page was the wrestler of the year. I thought their show was the promotion of the year. I would have given it to Tony Khan too as the booker of the year too. Fuck it. He did enough to win it.
Yeah. As dirty as I feel saying it, it's not wrong.
He did enough.
Yeah.
Was he perfect? No.
Oh, definitely
But he did enough to win. Like, at least I felt like at times he tried. With Triple H, it's like, you're not trying, dude. Or it's just, and I love the guy. It's not like, I don't want people to think it's just like, oh, I hate Triple H. I don't.
But it's the same thing as Road Dogg.
Triple H.
It's the same thing as Road Dogg. We don't have a problem with them as. Come on, man. I'm trying to make this a shit sandwich over here.
I understand. Like, it's just, but you have to understand that, like, from my perspective, it's like Road Dogg, great gimmick, but Triple H, it's just like one of the best ever. And that's kind of my perspective of like, and that's my perspective as far as like an in-ring talent is concerned. Like, and people can sit there and go, well, the Reign of Terror. Yeah, I like the Reign of Terror in retrospect now.
I don't hate it. It's just, I just think that when it comes down to it, there's a top-down problem with their creative process. I don't think the Triple H has done an awful job, but I think he's listening to the wrong people, number one. And number two, I think this whole Cena thing kind of crushed a year when it really, you could have had other moments and you just didn't do that. You were way too focused on the John Cena moments and not enough on the other moments that occurred. And I feel like the numbers of the PLEs and everything else that occurred this year is testament to that. And then you get a shit sandwich because you cut out this new show, Unreal Season 2, and you peel the layers back again, and some of it looks okay, and then other moments, it's like, what are you doing? Just, what are you doing?
Those are really insane numbers. Those are very good numbers, though. They came out from Netflix. It's just their international take,
right?
Which did not count. Peacock, which I'm sure did pretty well, and of course ESPN, I'm sure did very well too, which will, I'm sure, deter the narrative from a lot of they had almost 350 million viewers last year on Netflix alone. That does not include anything on Peacock. That does not include anything else on
ESPN.
ESPN, of course, when they made the switch in September. So, I mean, people are watching. But how many people are actually sitting there and just being like invested in caring?
That's the problem.
Because I feel like the invested people, like myself, like yourself, and our readers, our listeners, they are invested. And they don't like what they're invested in right now. And we want stuff to be better. We want things to improve. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying, are things better than they were 5 years ago? Absolutely. Are things better than they were 10
That's a
years
low
ago?
bar, though.
Absolutely. It's a low bar, but it's the truth.
It's a really low bar 5 years ago. I mean, I feel like it's more 7 years ago, really, at this point. But yeah, even 5 years ago, I'd make the argument.
We
Still
just
low
have
bar.
James Cameron to go get the bar.
I feel like we should just move on, though, before we just get completely sidetracked here. So what will probably be the main event is
James Cameron,
not James Cameron, but a four-way to determine the number one contender for Drew McIntyre's title. Randy Orton, Damian Priest, Sami Zayn, and Trick Williams. I know what people probably want here, and I'm going to tell you, it should just be Trick Williams. Probably unpopular opinion, but just do it.
And the one that people want, of course, is Sami Zayn.
Yeah, because I don't think he's ever beaten Drew McIntyre. So, I can make it feel good, put the strap on Sammy. I'm like, no, let's not do that.
It needs to happen. I just don't know when.
I agree it needs to happen, but I don't think it should happen right now. I don't think he should walk into the Rumble or even WrestleMania as champion. I just, that's not it. And
here is my opinion on Sami Zayn, and this is what I would do. And I'm going to lay it out here because this is, I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to lay it out here. And this is, so I agree with you. I think Trick Williams should win this match. I think Sami Zayn, however, should win the Royal Rumble and challenge CM Punk at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I wouldn't hate that, actually.
And win.
That I don't know about. But I don't hate it. I don't hate him winning the Rumble. I don't hate him challenging CM Punk. I would like that better than him challenging, just like speech apparently, Drew McIntyre. I wouldn't hate it, but I don't really want it. Him versus CM Punk, though, that would actually sound nice. I'm not going to lie. I don't think they're going to do it, though.
No, I don't think that. Well, they might. I mean, God, now that I've said it, and now it happens. If Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble next Saturday after this is posted, I'm just going to sit there. I'm going to be like,
hire us.
And then
at that point, put us on the payroll.
We are going to start this program in 2 weeks if that happens. And literally, I am just going to sit here like this, just with my head down, just like I gave them free. Like, it's almost like it's almost like now I've become like they should hire me at Barstool at that point. Then it's just like, okay, well, fine. Like, I should be sending gambling marks then.
Yeah,
like,
just somebody fucking hire us. Jesus.
Yeah, Barstool would like me because I would just hammer Frank the Tank constantly. Oh, it would be the greatest feud in the history.
Ladies and gentlemen,
because
we got him.
Just make fun of him. Frank could just go on about the Mets. You know, they're not going to do shit. Nothing. What have they done?
You've done nothing.
They've done nothing. They've done nothing. 86. Nothing.
I mean, I feel like it's not going to be Trick. it's probably going to be Randy. I'm okay with that too. But like,
They've done Drew and Randy.
that's the thing. I don't want it again right
like-
now.
that-
I don't
that's a
want
fallback.
Damian Priest and Drew again. I don't want that again either.
Just go with. Just go with.
I'm okay with it being Sammy if he finally gets over, but he's probably not. Just let it be Trick. And listen, Trick doesn't have to beat Drew McIntyre. He doesn't. You at least get him in a spotlight, though, so he can prove himself to the main roster crowd that doesn't really watch NXT and that probably didn't see him in TNA. That's the goal. And, like, I think it's great because you did it last month or 2 months ago, whenever it was, with Cody and Obafemi. Oba didn't win that much, but, again, he didn't have to. It's just, this should be a time to shine for your younger talent that you're now trying to put in a spotlight. Again, I'm not going to hate that. I do think that needs to happen sooner rather than later, especially for a guy like Trick Williams. My big problem is then it's just like, are you then diminishing him if you're not going to do anything with him after? Because let's be real, if he wins this match, he's not going to beat Drew McIntyre. He's just not.
No.
They're not going to put the strap on him that quickly.
No.
And I'm fine with that. But here's the problem. Then what are you going to do after that match? And I don't have a lot of faith that they're going to do anything great.
I think with Trick, they're going to probably run it back with Mello first.
That's 100% what they should do. I agree.
And then I would, because you got the open challenge every week with the U.S. title. You run that.
Nah, let it be at Mania.
Quickly.
Let it be at Mania.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. I would do Trick because I think with Trick and Mello, they're going to run that back. So
Yeah.
I'd
be good for saving that. Build up a feud over a month or so.
I agree with you on Trick, though. Trick should win. I like my idea with Sammy winning the Rumble and challenging CM Punk at WrestleMania.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But I pick Sami Zayn to win this match, and it drives me crazy. Like,
I don't want him and Drew again right now.
I don't want him to win,
right?
But I feel like that's what they're going to do. And it's just like,
it's not necessary, you know?
It's just, I know it's not. Like, I think Sami Zayn winning the Rumble is a much better story. I think Sami Zayn and CM Punk is a much better matchup. And again, a much better story because I believe they may or may not have crossed paths at one point in Ring of Honor. It's with the indie circuits in the early to mid 2000s. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to misquote and make people no. So I don't know if there's that history there, that deep rooted history. I know that there was Punk did have some issues with Kevin Owens. It was well documented, but I don't know where Sammy stood.
So apparently, I just Googled it as we're talking. So they fought once, it looks like, and it was in 2025, actually. It was a qualifier for Elimination Chamber.
Oh.
But I mean, that's almost like a throwaway match. Of course, CM Punk was going to win that match. Trying to look for other matches, but I'm not finding them. But it's just, I feel like it's more compelling than Sami Zayn trying to fight Drew McIntyre for like the upteenth time to really lose again.
It's a better matchup. I also think it's a better matchup between two different guys that have similar styles, but also two where it's like they're not, and Sammy to this, because I'm tired of the underdog story. Put him up against somebody that's like almost equal size of just like, and have Sammy kind of just try to be, because he's always been like, I've always tried to be the best performer, best in the world. So I want to be the best in the world on the biggest stage of them all. That to me is a much better story than what you're going to have a throwaway match between him and Drew again because, is Sammy going to beat Drew again? No. It's like the Buffalo Bills, right?
I also, to Not for nothing. Yeah, actually. I don't want to go into, because you think about it, it's not going to happen at the Rumble. So it's either going to happen at TV or at Elimination Chamber. I don't need another Elimination Chamber main event with Sami Zayn in it where he's only going to lose to the world champion, whoever that may be, whether it be Roman Reigns or Drew McIntyre. I don't need that again. I don't need this again where they're going to fight again for the upteenth time and he's probably just going to lose. If you are going to book him to win, it should be at WrestleMania. Whether that's against Drew or Punk, I think CM Punk would be a better match, but if you're going to put him over Drew McIntyre, finally, I'm okay with that happening at the Rumble as well, or at WrestleMania, excuse me. But you have so much top talent that, and we talk about it the last several weeks, I feel like, where they're top heavy, number one, but also they're top heavy with an age problem. Push Trick. Push Obafemi. Push the guys that are younger that have a lot more to prove, number one, but also have longevity of career and aren't as long in the tooth, as you like to say, with where they are in their careers. I understand that some of them are older. I understand that some of them still have a good amount of time left and might be there still in 5 years. But start pushing that younger talent now.
Monday. I mean, Punk and Finn Balor proved that on Monday, that both of them are still at the top.
Finn Balor still wrestles the same type of matches he was wrestling like 7 years ago, 10 years ago. It's crazy.
He ages like a fine wine.
He does.
You know, the problem I have with Finn Balor is just like, and the reason why sometimes I just can't get behind him, it's like, because you look at the guy and you're just like, I can't get behind some Abercrombie and Fitch model guy. Like, just, you look at him and it's just like, what are you, David Beckham?
Nope. I don't care anymore, actually. After he went on Cody Rhodes' podcast and said he's doing cardio and smoking weed, I'm all for him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep, I'm all for it. All for it.
I'm like, all right, that kind of changed my perspective on you a little bit.
Finn's a real one for that. That's all I'm going to say. Yep. I'm all good.
Plus, being from the Upper Nile, it also helps him as well. Like it's
just,
like
they got, but not for nothing though. Like they got guys, yes, but it's like you need to start pushing somebody new because it's getting to a point where it's like all you're doing is just recycling the same stuff, same stories with the same people. It's like I get it. I'm all for it. You made Cody and Drew compelling by the end, and I was very happy about that. But those are like a dime a dozen at this point, I feel like. And it's Judgment Day is going to come to a head pretty soon, probably. Speaking of Finn Balor, I'm going to be looking forward to that. Hopefully JD is in time for that because I would love to see where he goes after that. But JD McDonough is another one. I know people want to call him a bobblehead, but he's talented.
he is. No, he is. It's like, and he's earned my respect in recent years. It's like where I look at a lot of these guys in the Judgment Day with Finn, especially because it's like, it may have been Finn's booking a little bit because it was like with Vince, I always felt like that he really didn't. It was give and take too, because it was just like every time that he would have momentum, something would happen.
Yep.
Whether it would be poor booking or there would be an injury and all that stuff.
I mean, this is booking right now, 100%.
Well, I feel like now though it's like they are at least trying to take him more seriously. I think as a talent. Hopefully,
I feel like Judgment Day. I feel like in certain cases, with maybe an exception of a few of them, first of all the women, but also Dominic. But it feels like JD and Finn at certain points have taken turns becoming Carlito. They're just gonna chill in the back playing video games, and it's like I hate that for them because they're both talented.
Yes.
And it comes down to lazy, inconsistent booking. It's the Dom show. It just comes down to lazy and inconsistent booking, and it just pisses me off.
It's like, Three's Company and Dominic Mysterio.
And
Come and knock on our door.
yeah, but then he's hurt. It's a mess. And I feel like a lot of the surprises at the Rumble this year are going to be people coming back from injury. In both sides, the men and the women.
Yes, I feel like there's a lot of people that'll be coming back from injuries. I do feel like, too, with the Saudi Arabia money probably being thrown around, that you're going to get some people that are kind of like, holy shit. Because I'm sure if they're going to be throwing out like $50,000 payouts to be in the match, you can,
Yeah.
So many people just running at the, like,
yeah,
I'll be there.
I think it's the one thing I kind of want to close on, speaking of the Royal Rumble real quick, because even though we'll review it next week, I want to talk about it almost in the same vein of all the conversations that are occurring with like Unreal. Did you see that picture of like different talent that's slated for the Rumble in Saudi Arabia?
Oh,
had all the like the faces and stuff.
Poster that's been going around, yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really funny that people were trying to look at that and like, oh, they're spoiling it. It's like, there were no spoilers in that.
There really weren't.
There weren't.
There weren't. Like we talked about earlier, how it's just like, we don't know the amount. It's like,
but like some people, so like one of them was like, it had the MFTs, and one of them I think was Tamatonga, and people thought it was Sting.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, what are you talking about?
For a half a second, I'm like, wait, and then all of a sudden, like, oh wait,
yeah, because there's another one. Well, I don't remember which one it was, but there's another one obviously with the same face paint. I'm like, oh yeah, it's MFT. Like, just
and then
come on.
There was someone that the Chris Jericho image that was going around too with it on there, and it's just like it hasn't been confirmed yet. If
it could have been AI too putting it in there,
but like it's become a. It really is funny how everybody is just like jockeying for like, I need to know, where this is actually one of the few events where I'm like, I kind of don't want to be spoiled. Like, I don't want to know who's going to be in it, and because I want that surprise factor.
I kind of don't care.
I don't either.
I'm not going to lie. I'm walking into it almost blind. Yeah, but I was going to say almost blind as too, because this year, it's like I don't care as much. I don't know what it is.
Unless Roman wins the thing.
I feel like
Roman wins it, I'll be like, yeah, finally.
So I feel like maybe it's two things, right? So one is like Saturday Night Main Event feels like Royal Rumble Night 1 to me.
Yes.
And then Royal Rumble feels like Night 2 itself because it's the next week. It's a very short time period. And obviously it's a 1 o'clock show. But I also feel, and I hate to kind of burst people's bubbles, but I know it's been a long year for a lot of people, so I will reiterate our grievances of last year's Royal Rumble and just say, I don't want that this year.
No.
I don't. I don't want Jey Uso winning the Rumble. I don't want any of the Usos winning the Rumble. Or anything at the Rumble for that matter. I want to be captivated. I want some surprise returns, whether it be from injury, as I said, or somebody new coming in, which all signs are pointing to Hobbs being this Royce Keys or whatever character that people are talking about on the internet, if you guys weren't paying attention to that. But, that's a big signing. He's probably going to debut at the Rumble, not for nothing. There should be a Roman Reigns here. There should be a Brock Lesnar here, too, not for nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see Brock.
I wouldn't be mad about almost coming in and chokeslamming a bunch of people out of the ring either. Give me something. I'm not going to be mad if there's another hot tag in the Women's Rumble this year because R-Truth decided to be in the Women's one again this year. I don't care. Give me something fun that is going to make me remember it instead of remembering it for the wrong fucking reasons like I did last year.
I do think the Iconics will probably be back.
I did hear that as well, actually, that it's a rumor.
Because I know they just finished up with Impact, which... we could talk about Impact just a little bit, just of the abomination the last 2 weeks.
I mean, the first week, I think a lot of people gave them a little leeway for it because it being the first show. This week, I didn't watch, but I obviously have heard things, and none of them good.
That first show, and there were segments that people told that I heard were some of the worst in the history of the industry, and it's like you shouldn't be doing this.
They're
On your
trying too
opening
hard.
night of
Yeah.
a new network.
They're trying too hard.
They're trying too hard, but also it's just like TNA being TNA. Like
Shocking, right?
it's just like, yeah, it's every time. It's like every time they get themselves in a really top position where it's just like, oh, finally they're going to be able to take a good spot, and then yeah, they just get in their own way, and I felt like that.
So they are a wrestling promotion version of Tommy Boy. Tell me I'm wrong, though.
Are we saying though that like they're
Chris Farley?
Well, no, I know he's Chris Farley. They're Chris Farley. It's just like, so they're literally in the guy's office, which is the smashing cars, lighting it on fire.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It's just getting in their
They're
way.
they're also the fat whale on the sailboat that's not going anywhere. By the way, if anybody has not seen the movie Tommy Boy, please go watch it. Hilarious movie.
It's still one of the greatest movies.
It's phenomenal.
Ever made.
I don't remember when I watched it, but like it was recently, within the last several months, and literally, as soon as you said what you said, I'm like, holy shit, they're Tommy Boy. TNA Wrestling is Tommy Boy.
It's
Chris
so
Farley.
true. It's just like every single time, like that they're in a position to make themselves better, they do something so incredibly stupid. Like it, and they, I just wish, because yeah, I was rooting for them, like, you know, because they were a company that for like 10 years plus that I was every week I felt like was going to be the end of them. Like that was the type of position that they were in as a company.
But getting that fresh injection of talent too from NXT, I feel like it did help NXT, don't get me wrong, but it did help TNA. And having Trick as your champion for a while, you could do worse, man. Or arguably you were before with, you know, Joe Hendry. But and I know people love Joe Hendry, but whatever. You made stuff compelling. I know. I said the words.
We'll see his ass at the Rumble.
Ooh, red.
I said the words. I'm sorry. It's tough though. Like I wanted them to succeed, and then the first week, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt here. It's not awful. It's not good, but okay, you pass barely. And then week 2, I didn't watch it, but I read all the stuff online, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, are you just trying to burn any goodwill that you had? Like, I'm asking for a friend.
Every single week, you guys do this. Why are you trying to light your promotion on fire? Why?
Here comes the meat wagon.
Ah!
I don't know. Hopefully he'll get better, but I'm not convinced, obviously.
It's because we're not booked.
We're not booked.
Because I'm not booked.
Not booked. It's like I want to sit here and be positive going into the Rumble, which I will be. You know, I look at it because you gotta. The Rumble is kind of like New Year's Day, like for wrestling fans, because it's just like, okay, they can reset everything right now for like the last year if they just get this show right. And they can. Like they can. If they're able to, that is the power of the Royal Rumble. If you get it right, all is forgiven for like the last 6 months. If you get it right. But if you get it wrong, for the next 3 months, you're fucked.
I just feel that when we look at last year's Royal Rumble, and your winners were who they were. I'm just not going to say them out loud because I am having PTSD apparently. I just but Charlotte Flair too.
And Charlotte Flair.
It's just nothing against Charlotte Flair, but she didn't need it.
No.
She definitely didn't need it. And Jay, you can make the argument maybe did, but it's like you had so many more compelling storylines you could have told
Terrible
other than
idea.
Jey Uso. Well, it only became terrible at WrestleMania, I feel like. Just saying. No, I'm being honest. I would make the argument having him tap to Jey Uso was not the right move.
No, it was the wrong move then. But I felt like the bloom was off the rose by like the end of February, the beginning of March for Jey Uso.
That too, yeah. Botchamania.
Like, it's just, I felt like the bloom was off the rose at that point where people started to question. Well, actually, they talked about it briefly in the first season of Unreal. Triple H is just, and he even mentioned it, was just like, we're noticing things. But again, I don't know if he was botching, but then I've seen him, especially that match he had with CM Punk for the title on Saturday night's main event, which I was just sitting there and I'm like,
right.
He's supposed to be a main event guy, dude.
Yep.
Supposed to be a main event guy.
Yep.
And that's been my number one critique, especially with talents, because it's like they want the main event pay. They want the main event because they have the look, or they think it's just like, I look at all this merch I sell. Except guys like LA Knight, who I think is just money. And I don't know why. I still say is a Royal Rumble favorite too, because they could change that a little bit, which again, if LA Knight comes back, wins the Rumble, again, that's the power of the Royal Rumble. It's like, okay, all is forgiven now because you can put them on the right trajectory. Or they just have a really good showing at the Rumble, where usually if they're in the final four, you can tell where that guy's year is going.
Right.
Historically.
And
that's something I've noticed too, where I look at the final four. I think one year, I think it was 06, it was RVD, Triple H, Randy Orton, and Rey Mysterio. And all four guys were in the picture for the world title that year.
Here's what I'm going to say. To coincide with that point, I think they, and when I say they, I mean the creative team, I think they need to take a step back and start listening to the fans. I know there's a segment of the audience and obviously of their creative team that does not feel that way and just like, oh, let them do what they do. And it's like, listen, that's fair, and I respect that opinion, but what I don't respect is my intelligence being insulted. And in saying that, I feel that they did not listen with Sami Zayn. They did not listen with LA Knight. Please, for the love of God, start listening about some of the other talent you have. Because there is plenty of talent that deserves a top spot. LA Knight is one of them. I don't like the fact that, as we talked about earlier, that in Unreal, Triple H is essentially berating him for missing a spot to the point of really just badgering him about it. And I don't really respect the whole Rollins thing of why do I have to tell LA Knight that it's just a work? Dude, really? Because he's your fucking partner in the match. Like, are you serious? Like, just stupid stuff. And it's like, the reason I get annoyed by that is like, Seth is probably going to be a booker. Not for nothing. They're probably going to make him a booker in the future.
Ugh.
And it's like, this is what you got? Like, being stupid about stuff? Just, not being communicative and not booking the right talent in the right spots. It's a mess. And then going back to the whole road dog thing, obviously, with not knowing where Chelsea Green would move to had she won or not won the U.S. Championship for the women's side. It's just like, come on. Like, you need to really just take a step back at that point if you don't know what your long-term plan is for somebody and really question what you're doing with these storylines. Because if you look at what Triple H said in this series, he did say something to the effect of, oh yeah, we're creating storylines. Are you though? Are you? Are you sure? Doesn't really seem like that in some cases to me.
There's a lot of things he has said, he has done. There's a lot of things that creative team has claimed to have done. But in the year 2025, in my opinion, they were mostly failure.
Yeah, they dropped the ball more than they carried it, for sure.
And like I said, next week, next Saturday, they can right along the ship. They can take it out of the choppy waters and, so to speak, beaching that they probably had with the ship.
You can sail it back to the island of relevancy.
You can sail it back to the island of relevancy. If Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble next week, that's not a bad thing.
No.
Okay?
Nope.
If LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble next week, that's not a bad thing. If Sami Zayn wins the Royal Rumble, not a bad thing.
I wouldn't hate LA Knight and CM Punk, or I wouldn't hate LA Knight and Drew McIntyre either.
Exactly. So it's just those are not bad things. But the issue that I feel is that they are going to do something like stupid, like put Braun Breaker in the spot, have him win the Rumble, or like Logan Paul win the, like things that we're just going to sit there. Oh my God. Like Logan Paul wins the Rumble and he faces CM Punk at Mania, and everybody's just like, oh God, like that sounds terrible. Even though I think if they do that, Logan Paul will probably win like the Elimination Chamber and then go on to challenge Punk. But, honestly, I think Roman wins the title. I think Roman wins the Rumble, but who knows? A lot can change in a week.
I would rather Roman win Chamber, I think.
Okay.
I just think that it's better if he's not going to be there to further along whatever storyline he's going to be in with whoever it is.
Okay.
So if you're going to put him in a main event, I just think he should win Chamber and do it that way. So that way it's less time that he has to build anyways.
It's fair. Yeah. I mean, we'll obviously make our predictions next week, and I'm sure we'll have, I just show up also. It's not Jericho. If Jericho fucking shows up, which,
I might have a Boo Ran moment if he shows up.
that reminds me, are we going to his place next week?
I have no idea. I haven't actually heard anything. I was actually going to ask you, but
who knows if it's going to be Snowmageddon next week 3.
Boo Ran.
that is true. And if that's the case, I'm not doing anything. So
Now I'll just be inside my humble abode, being like, I'm just going to stay warm. I'll see you guys later.
warm. It's going to be warm.
It's going to be warm.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that brings us to the last point. If you are being affected by the winter storm, definitely stay safe and off the roads.
Yeah, don't go on the road, stupid. Just stay off the road.
Especially if you live in one of the regions that doesn't get snow very often. Just definitely stay inside, please.
Yeah, like the Carolinas, just stay in the house.
Well, Texas is getting snow too. All these different areas that normally don't get snow are probably going to get it. Or maybe they get it, but never see substantial amounts.
Texas, don't drink and drive. Don't
Just-
drink
just-
and
just don't
drive.
drive.
with this-
Just
with
don't
this
drive.
Stuff, all right? Especially don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Like,
Just don't drive. Just don't drive. I'm not advocating you drink when I say that. I'm just advocating you stay off the roads. I'm just,
I understand.
just
Don't drive.
just don't drive. Yeah.
Just don't drive. But of course, again, the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos will be playing on Sunday for the AFC Championship game. The Seattle Seahawks will be playing the Los Angeles Rams for the NFC Championship game to decide who will be playing in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks from now. The Patriots caught a break considering the fact that Jarrett Stidham will be starting, former quarterback for the Patriots. He was the backup for Bo Nix. Bo Nix broke his ankle on the last play of the game last week when they upset the Buffalo Bills, which there'll be another long winter in Buffalo again. Crybaby fucking Josh Allen. You turned the fucking ball over 4 times. Sit down and shut up.
Yeah, I'm just not. I got that out of my system over the week. I just that game was an abject train wreck to watch.
A failure.
And I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and they basically were like, they saw how much this game was starting to just irritate the ever living crap out of me. Like I'm just gonna say it that way, because I'm torn. Like, do I want the Broncos to win or do I want Buffalo to win? I'm very torn. I don't like the Bills, but if they won, they would have played in Foxborough, which I would be okay with that, honestly. And then it goes to overtime, and my friend just goes, just put on something else. Like, just, you can't look away, just put on something else. And I said, okay, fine. I acquiesced. I said, fine. Because literally I was starting to get mad. And I don't get mad about sports very often. And I don't drink anymore, which obviously would have made it worse had I did. But, so it became an aspect of like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And then I'm trying to like check the score every few minutes because I want to know what's happening in overtime.
Of course.
And then I just get told, put your phone down. And I'm like, damn it. Like, they were right. To be fair, they were right. Like, not for nothing. So I did. And then I get 3 text messages because I'm in a few group chats with you, of course.
Yes.
And you were the one that broke the news to me anyways. Bo Nix broke an ankle. And I'm like, shit. Shit. I was so mad. I was so mad. And then I read the next day, or see the next day, that he walks into the press conference crying his eyes out, basically. Like, when he comes up to the podium, because he's crying, and I'm like, God damn it, I missed it. And it just pissed me off all over again.
The thing that bothered me, because I saw the press conference with the owner after they fired McDermott, and I got from that interview, I'm like, every single owner in the AFC East, except Robert Kraft, is a fucking moron.
Oh, I could have told you that 20 years ago.
Single owner. But I'm just like, you fire the guy who's had one of the best, who's top 15 in NFL history in winning percentage. So you fire him, and then you keep your goddamn GM, who's only drafted 2 Pro Bowlers in the entire, like, in the last 7 or 8 years.
Well,
on top of the fact that you have one of the best quarterbacks of this generation on your, but in the end,
one of the best choking quarterbacks, you mean?
Well, I mean, everybody said he was Brett Favre. Like, they reminded him of Brett Favre.
Listen,
and it's like, this is Brett. Everything he did was Brett Favre-esque in that game.
I'm gonna tell you 2 things. He's a choke artist. That's the first thing. And the second thing I will tell you is that he has no line. And he hasn't had a line. That's
Or
not a
receiver,
coach,
for that matter.
or yeah, that's another one too. But the line doesn't help that. the simple fact is Sean McDermott got them in this position. Yeah, so did he. I'm not gonna lie. So did Josh Allen. But at the same token, he's not getting there without Sean McDermott.
No.
You fired a guy who coached a team where his quarterback just stunk the joint up at the end of the game. And throughout the game, not for nothing.
No, he was terrible.
The Bills could have easily handed them their ass, but he was awful in this game. He was absolutely awful in that game. So at the end of the day, I don't agree with firing Sean McDermott. But apparently, Philip Rivers is going to interview for the coaching job, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, and then I also then they had the guy who just got fired by the Giants. I forget his goddamn name, but he was already a candidate. But Belichick's name has been thrown around, which is beyond me.
He's only going to go if he can screw over Bob Kraft, honestly. I feel like that'd be the only reason for Bill to go.
I mean, the thing about it is Bill would be able to build especially if Bill went to Buffalo. All he'd have to do is just build that defense.
That's true.
And then just get some receivers, and that's it. Because he's got
a couple guys from Rutgers.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody from Rutgers is this pipeline. Yeah. The problem with Bill is that ownership would, he can't have a GM. He'd have to have Mike Lombardi. He'd have Lombardi in with him. Fucking jerk off. Mike Lombardi is the only time, I think and the clip of it is online. It was Mike Lombardi and Michael Felger on Felger and Baz one time on 95 The Sports Hub. It is the only time in history I think that Michael Felger will ever get 100% of the audience behind him, because he is going up and just this inept fucking moron, the shell for Bill Belichick, this guy who just is nothing but praise him, this kiss ass who has done nothing of his own merit except kiss Bill Belichick's ass. Hi.
Nice timing.
I love you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You didn't hear me ranting earlier? Okay, sounds good. I'll fix it. I'll get it. It's because of the cord. That's fine. I love you.
Smoke.
It's fine. Thank you. But yes, Mike Lombardi sucks. Matt Patricia's also looking for a job, so I wouldn't be surprised he's either at UNC next year or Belichick gets a job at the NFL. So look out, folks.
Oh, God. I don't want to think about any of that. Bill Belichick back or Matt Patricia back? I don't want to think about any of that.
Oh, hey, Patricia was good for his first, when he was a defensive coordinator for the Patriots, but
but not any time since.
Not after he took the Lions job. Then it's just well, screw you, Matt.
Yeah, dude, you got exposed hard, Matt Patricia. You got exposed that you are not an offensive genius. You are not a good head coach. And then you came back to be offensive coordinator for the Patriots under Bill Belichick again, and your offense was not good.
No, it wasn't. But Josh McDaniels knows what he's doing. Jesus.
Yep, 100%.
Can you imagine the fact that 1 year late from 1 year ago, we were both just depressed and just apathetic about the New England Patriots, and now the Patriots.
I thought they'd be 500 this year.
Yes, we did. We did talk about that. I said I think they'll be a playoff team, but I did not. I was like, if they win a wild card game, great. Just get back to the dance and win a wild card game. Fine.
Nope. I would have been happy with being 500. I would have been perfectly fine with that. Yeah. This exceeded all expectations. This past week, I kind of did expect them to beat Houston, though. I know Houston has a good defense, but I just something in my gut was like, yeah, this isn't going to be a blowout, but it's not going to be close either.
It has very 2013 Red Sox vibes.
It does 100%. That's a great analogy, actually.
That's the way I look at this team, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe they could make a run, except they got a because it's like every single break that they needed to catch, they've hit. And even going into this game, it's like a massive break. And even though you have to go all the way to fucking Denver, but considering the weather that's going to be happening in Foxborough, you might actually have like pretty good, like going to Denver.
Plus the quarterback situation in Denver too.
Plus the quarterback situation. So it's like you have everything work in your favor. And then the big hurdle is the NFC game, because the Seahawks are really, really good.
Yeah.
Seattle is really, really good.
I just think that their defense has bailed them out hard, because he's fought some really great defenses the last 2 weeks, especially obviously since making the playoffs, and he has not looked great. So he's been able to not fall into a funk, I feel like, number one, but also number two, as I said, that defense is coming up huge.
They are. They have proven that they are not some fly-by-night being carried by their quarterback. I mean, the quarterback did have a tremendous year. But at the same time, the defense was better than advertised. It has been a interesting turn of events that they have been relying on their defense the last the last 2 games in the playoffs. And coming into this one, it's like they're going to have to rely on their defense. Maybe not as much as expected. I mean, Bo Nix, to be honest, before that break happened, I was a little concerned watching him at quarterback. I was like, oh, he's going to be a problem. Because I wouldn't say he doesn't have the arm that Josh Allen does. He doesn't have the arm that like Mahomes does, but he still made throws at critical points, and they were perfect.
Yeah.
And it's just like he didn't get rattled at stuff. Because, in the NFL, especially now, I feel like there's a lot more bad quarterback play than there is good. And there was not a lot of bad quarterback play that I saw from Bo Nix. Josh Allen, I felt like Bo Nix outplayed Josh Allen in the divisional round. I mean, who would have thought that would have happened?
Not me. That's why I was getting annoyed, because I was like, I don't know who I want to win this game anymore. And plus the fact that, again, I don't like Buffalo to begin with. I don't like the Broncos either, really, but I would have expected them to kind of win regardless, being at home.
I haven't liked the Broncos since Elway.
I mean, even then, I would argue I didn't really like them, but yeah, especially since, obviously.
Come on. You rooted them against when they played the Packers that one year.
Oh, of course, but that was after the Packers whipped us.
Yeah, well, that wasn't even because of it. It's just
it was for me.
That's fair. Yeah, actually, you're right. Because it's just like, I'm like, I can't go back to back. And Elway's been like 8 times. He's never won. So why not, And then, I didn't hate them winning when Elway was there. And then, of course, when they got Peyton Manning, it's just like, well, you could go to hell and die.
It's like, well, you can screw right off. Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, it's on, motherfucker. All right.
Yep.
And it's kind of how I feel about this weekend, but it's like, I could get mad, like if they were expected to win, and like if they were expected to go all the way. It's like the path is there. Yeah, it's an easier road than other years that we've gone and gotten this far. I cannot really come into this though and be extremely disappointed if they lose. Because it's like they got farther than I expected them to get.
Yep.
2 playoff victories, a great season. Buffalo did not make the Super Bowl, so it's like that's a win. So if you don't, so be it. But I do have a feeling, though, that the odds are in the Patriots' favor. I'll say that.
I mean, I would argue the same. It's just we'll have to see and kind of take it from there. But if they don't make it, will it be frustrating? Yeah, but I'm not going to be like broken up about it. I'll look at it from the perspective of like, okay, because not for nothing. If the Seahawks make it in, I don't think either team can beat the Seahawks.
That's the problem. I mean, unless something like even though that Sam Donald factor, because of the fact of it's just Sam Donald going up against the old that old adage, it's like that was his kryptonite when he was with the Jets. Like the Patriots defense, for some reason, it was just like, even though he's a different quarterback, but you never know. Like the old ghosts of the past just come back to haunt him. But again, I got to go into this and just be like, I'm just happy that we're here. Like I'm just happy to be there. That's the way I look at it with the Patriots. But I guess that's going to finish up our show because we've just finished up with our 10-minute local sports break. Yay, local sports!
Yay, local sports! Go local sports team.
If you're in Buffalo and you heard this show, sorry, not sorry. Number one, you probably threw yourself through 16. I did like the one of the guy who just was crying, took his TV out, threw it out in front of his house, and just started hitting it, and then took his jersey off, but he was still crying. Like, because I've been in that spot. I was a Red Sox fan. I'm a Red Sox fan. I've been in that spot.
We were also Patriots fans before they were good.
That's true. We were Patriots fans before they were good. But Mac is also a Bruins fan, so he knows how they do in the playoffs, except one time.
Goddamn Jacobs family.
The Celtics are frustrating, but the Celtics also have a great legacy.
I expected them to be bad a little bit this year, though, the Celtics.
But they're actually good.
I'm not going to say they're good, but they're better than what the expectation was, I feel like. They're decent.
The West is probably going to win the
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Everybody in the West is, like, ridiculous. Like, OKC is, like, one of the best teams in the history of the league.
Uh-oh.
Like,
so apparently the MFTs are now the tag team champions. only took how long to book a tag team match with the Wyatts to have them lose the belt?
I'm fine with that.
I don't care either.
I like but they should get it because for them too, it's like it's something to kick off the old resume because IWGP tag team champions, so it's just like another tag team championship for them and their legacy.
Yep.
So
I didn't see which MFTs won it, but yeah, I don't hate the move.
Solo is growing on me. It's weird. Like it's like because Solo just has like a different attitude out now where I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do.
Oh yeah, he plays a great shithead. He just does.
Yeah, and he's like going completely different from like that. I'm just trying to be like Samoa Joe,
the Street Forcer or whatever.
Yeah, it's like you're just Samoa Joe, but you're not Samoa Joe.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You really love Samoa Joe.
Well, he even had the towel for Christ.
Yeah, I know. It's a cross between Samoa Joe and Taz, I felt like.
Yeah, he was Samoa Joe with like frosted tips. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Even though I think Joe had frosted tips at one point in the early 2000s, but I won't.
Not like that, though.
Not to that extent. But so go football this weekend. Go sports ball, and also get a little pre-party in with Saturday night's main event. To everybody that is affected by this 40-state blizzard super cold effect thing, this polar vortex or whatever the fuck they're calling it, Snowmageddon 98. Snowmageddon 97742. This is the most snowfall in this area since like 2022. So, but again, as I was saying, because I was talking to Steph about it earlier, because her niece is in Carolinas for school, and they don't know what they're doing. Like as far as like road driving.
Oh yeah.
Road.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying stay off the roads.
Right. So stay off the roads.
Like a lot of these places don't have the logistics set up because they don't encounter enough winter storms in the first place. Which listen, right, except the Northeast in general, I feel like. But yeah. So, if you're in one of those states that really isn't equipped to handle this kind of thing, stay inside, stay warm, and just be safe. Don't try to venture out when the roads are bad.
Because in the Northeast, it was only Tuesday.
For me, it was only Tuesday.
For me, it was only Tuesday.
And I think that is the perfect place to stop.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.